I'd like to take a moment and talk about the spirit of regression. Regression is the word that comes to mind, and I just want to look up what it means. Regression, a return to a previous and less advanced or worse state, condition, or way of behaving. And my friend Brad shared this amazing website called Etym Online. It's basically got definitions, but from an etymological point of view. And I love it. And regression here says the act of passing back or returning. And it says a going back, a return. Act of returning toward a point of departure. So, it also says relapse. And the reason I want to talk about regression is that, and it's on the back of what I shared last night. I don't know what time it was on your side. The video is called The Harvest. And what happens when we deal with a sense of regression in our lives? We berate ourselves. We beat ourselves up. We take it as that, at face value, as a regression, as if all the progress we've made is lost. It's not. And the thing is, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for this, a going back, a return. And now I'm going to make reference to another video that I shared, the one with the vision I had of the earth, where Jesus appeared with the earth and the words. And in that video, the Holy Spirit speaks of a craft. A craft is let's look at it as a boat, but it's also your craft, the work that you're creating with God. And I feel that's what this is all about. This specific video, I'm not taking away any meaning from previous videos, I'm just referring to this one. Because it's taking me back to Noah's Ark, the story of Noah's Ark. The story is told in the sense of an ark, a craft, a boat. However, that vision that I had also speaks of the wave, where the Holy Spirit says, you will know it's me. You will know it's me coming. So don't turn away from your fear. Face your fear, but know that I'm coming. Remain in my love. And that's what the message here for me is. You know, you think like a wave. You think it's taking you back. You think it's sucking you in only to leave you back. It's not. These waves, for me, especially in the sense of the story of Noah, is a new era. A very scary one. It's scary when it's happening. However, God has already given you the instructions. God has already spoken to you about what you need, what He wants, what you need, what you must prepare. So you've spent all this time preparing and you've been healing. But this wave comes and it says that your emotions are going to turn you inside out. This was also part of my vision. Your emotions are going to turn you inside out, but I am coming. And so this regression, this feeling of regression, the way you perceive regression is perhaps what's holding you back. A wave, a flood comes in and it washes everything away that no longer belongs. And your job is to trust that this craft is going to work because of where the instructions came from. And to wait it out. Wait it out. Don't obsess. Don't berate yourself. Wait it out. And another verse that keeps coming up, and I find it it makes my heart light up is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you. And so this is a time of peace. This is a time of waiting. I'm not saying in the sense of impatience. I'm saying relax. It's going to come. It's going to come. You cannot see into the future all the time. You cannot, what we need to see is revealed to us as and when we need it. If you cannot see, remember there's a reason. And I'm going to pin both of those videos to the end of this one so that it's easy to click through, because I suppose the reason why I'm able to share words with you every day, or not every day when they come up, is because there's always something new revealed. Otherwise, I would have posted one 24-hour video at the beginning of May and shared it at once. But that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I suppose that's why I was talking about this last night, going back to that thing that you love. It's in returning to it, so much more is revealed. Something, and I think in the berating of ourselves and in the, we beat ourselves up, or like, I've been wanting to go back to this thing, you're using your mind. You're applying too much mind to the process. This is a time to allow the heart and allow God. You're in the driver's seat because you're used to driving. So you've got the steering wheel and you've got the map, and you're going and you're not getting there. Because sometimes you need to sit in the passenger seat and allow someone else to get you to the destination. And in going back to what's easier for you and going back to what you love, the thing that you thought you had gone past, you're going to sit in that same position. Let me be more specific here. We develop skills and we develop our craft. There's somewhere where we started that we thought we had progressed from. And then this feeling, this wave comes over us and we feel stifled. And in the berating of ourselves, we don't want to go back to where we were. We tell ourselves, I do not want to go back to where I was. I've progressed further than that. But somehow we don't feel ready to pursue this thing that we feel we must do now. That we've graduated, we must do this thing. What I was referring to last night was sinking back into our comfort zone. There's a reason it's a comfort zone as well. It's not, a comfort zone doesn't, again, we look at it in the way of regression. But there's a reason our heart pulls us back to there. So forget all the things that you've attached to it and you've attached regression to it. And I'm telling you that when you sit down to do that thing in the way you used to do it, you're going to realize it's not the same anymore. This time is different. And that's what the trust reveals. That's what the faith reveals. That's what not beating yourself up in the process reveals. Because if this is the process that's been set out, that you're going to have to trust yourself, your heart, and settle back into your comfort zone. If that's the process, then you staying in that driver's seat, you might be driving for a while. And so I really wish you well. I really wish that you find the peace to settle into your heart and to know that your mind doesn't have to do all the work here. If our minds could do everything, boy, we'd all have everything we want immediately, and it would all be laid out in front of us, because our minds really, they know how to get to work, don't they? And so relax and revisit old plans, revisit old things. the things that come easily to you. I did say this. The things that come easily to you. Go back. You're going to see it's not the same. Your natural way of carrying it out is not the same. Take your brain, park it in the occasional chair, and go sit and go do what you do. And rest for a while if you must, but just be. And you know what I just wrote down? I wrote, God, you allowed me the grace and mercy to return to that place where I thought I had progressed from. And when I arrived, you didn't judge me. Instead, you showed me what I can do that I was afraid I could not. Sending you lots of love.